Okay.
All right. So what we haven't discussed, we have jumped in at the deep end with people who have what I call an established relationship already. Not a romantic relationship, but a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
So it's easy because there is always a contact.
Yeah.
What happens to people who are single, they're unattached, they don't have anybody? How do they pursue? That would be the operative question. How do they pursue? We spoke about wells before, or
Yes,
places you
we
can
did.
go,
Yes.
and let's say you've done all of those, and you see someone you like, or someone sees you. What do you do? What do you do?
It's got to be the 419. What do you do?
419.
What is the 419? What do you do? Because I guess everybody's asking, what do I do? Because most people, that's the bit where they get stuck. Okay, I'm single, I'm available, I want someone. How do I get someone? How do I see that person?
You probably
make
see
the first
someone,
move?
yes. You
What
see
do I do?
someone and you like the person, and the person has qualities that you think, okay, that would make a good partner or spouse. What do you do? Now, the first thing, there are a couple of things.
Yeah.
You need to make contact. This is very vital.
Okay.
Even though you're admiring a person from afar or from a distance, if the person doesn't know you exist, the chances of that person giving you a consideration is not just remote, it's just nil. You could be,
sounds about right.
yeah. You could be beautiful as an angel. You could be handsome, like Denzel or whoever.
Okay.
But if the person doesn't know that you exist.
So how do I bring myself into that person's world?
Yes, so the person, you have to actually, and you need to make contact. Contact is made one of several ways. One of the first way human beings make contact is eye to eye. You connect, whether, the second way is verbally you get introduced.
So should I introduce myself,
Okay,
or do
no,
I need
that's a
someone
good
to
question.
introduce me?
Well, you can do either or.
Yeah.
One is not better than the other, depending on the situation. Let me give you a good biblical example of how contact was made with several people. And first of I'll get into that later. One contact was that of the servant who was looking for a wife with Isaac, for Isaac. Yep. He went to the well and he saw this wonderful lady. He prayed first, and then this girl came. Now the contact, he saw the lady, and he had to make quick contact. He didn't have much time. And one of the things he did, this is a very, very interesting thing, very interesting phenomenon that people could easily bypass. He went to her and asked her for help. Now, let me just lock down on this for a brief moment. Human beings generally like to help. Have you ever gone to a strange place? You don't know where you are. And normally in Europe or these places, you just walk past each other as strangers, but you need help. And you say, excuse me. Now, first the person might be a little startled, and you said, can you help me? That changes the whole interaction.
Okay.
I'm looking for such and such a place, blah, blah, blah. And the person gives it to you, and there's a normal connection there. What happened? The servant went to Rebecca and said to her, can you give me some water? Now, it took these are two complete strangers, and he actually bypassed most of the preliminary steps to get to know someone, and went and actually jumped into a mode that activated most human beings' desire to help. Yeah? Activated that, and she did. And on top of that, she even went farther than the help that he asked, and suggested to him, okay, well, I'll also do it for your animals. Okay. Now this is actually wonderful, beautiful. there are things you can do. So first of all, you could ask for help. You know, you could, ask people for help. You could ask the person for help. We don't have enough We do not have enough time to actually go into the details of how you can do that. But the second thing is, in order to attract attention and attract people pursuing you, you need to have certain types of qualities. And those qualities are not necessary. If you're beautiful, that's good. You would always say, if you have money, that's also good. However, the qualities that I'm talking about are qualities that anybody could develop, regardless to how you look on the outside, regardless to your size, your height, your ethnicity. If you have these qualities, okay, I want to tell you about qualities that could actually cause people to pursue you.
Okay.
And I'm not necessarily talking, I know the first thing that might come into your mind is physical beauty, putting on wigs and all these sort of things, and makeup and getting your body. I know you're a runner, you're an athlete, so you're fit and trim. And
that, say that to me?
All that helps. All that helps, right? All that helps.
Okay.
However, there is a passage in Peter, I think it's 1 Peter 3, where he was talking to married women who were married to men who were unconverted, and he said there's this interesting line that don't leave your husbands, because your good works, he made something, your good works, your qualities, the things that you do will convert or may convert. And I want to take it into this conversation that we're talking about, that the qualities that Rebecca demonstrated, which is kindness, hospitality, in taking the initiative, compassion, empathy, these qualities are qualities that are powerfully attractive in people regardless of shape, ethnicity, size, and other physical attributes.
Okay.
And I think we need to develop, it's not just about your education, it's not just about how much money you have, it's not just about, these qualities are intrinsic in magnetizing other people. And a good example of this I want to give, I know I'm actually babbling along, is that of Ruth.
Okay.
Ruth was a widow in a foreign land, and she went out gleaning. Now, these qualities sometimes don't have to be actually immediately seen by your prospective suitor, but people who know you would talk about you. Oh, there is this nice girl, you should get to meet her. And your reputation will go around even before you actually know. You realize that somebody is wanting to see who this nice girl is. So that's another point that I want to make. So the qualities that I'm talking about should not just be demonstrated to attract people. They should be natural qualities, and people will talk. And your reputation will go around, and prospective suitors will seek you out.
Okay. And that's a good advice.
So to wrap this all up in terms of pursuit, one, make contact. Okay. The second thing is, you need to not just make contact, you need to be, the contact that you make is not just, shouldn't be a one-off. Right. It should be, you should actually be able to meet that person several times. Now, what do you do when you make contact? Obviously, I'm not going to suggest to anybody that they should try to initiate a relationship off the cuff.
Right.
I have this, and I want to say this. This is very, very important, absolutely key, that you should start a conversation and not a relationship. So whoever the person is, always try to engage in a conversation and don't try to start a relationship right away. Now, once you begin a conversation with someone, that conversation could lead to anything and anywhere. And that is very, very vital. If I had the time, I would actually be talking about conversational skills that you can use to talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere. And that, I think, is more important and significant in the act of pursuit than simply trying to drum up a relationship up front.
Yeah, I think that sounds sensible. I just, hearing you reminded me of a story my grandmother told me, actually, that the husband that she married, and that's how we came to be, husband she married, had many women that chased him. He was very, very popular. But when he met her, he didn't know of her, didn't know who she was, you know, though they didn't live that far from each other. But he was stopping by her house on the way home one day, and he came, you know, he used to work in the fields, in the cane fields. So, you know, he was very wet and sweaty, and he had this white shirt on. Why would you be in a cane field with a white shirt on? But he did. And he said, he stopped her at her house, and she was standing in the yard, and he said, would you wash my shirt for me? And she said yes, took the shirt from him, washed it. On the basis of the way she washed the shirt, ironed it, starched it, gave it back to him, he married her. Okay?
It proves my point. It proves my point.
So hospitality can go a big way.
And kindness.
Yes, and kindness. Yes. And the other women couldn't understand why he chose her. Why did you choose me, you know, when he had so many choices? But he said, you know, the hospitality went a big way for him.
Definitely.
Unforgettable.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you are. There are many other ideas that we could share with you, but those are the key foundational principles of pursuing and being pursued. It was a delight to share these with you, and we are very happy that you've come along on the journey, and we hope that we have actually said something that would start or kindle a thought process that will somehow or the other encourage you to pursue marriage. It's good to have you with us on this journey, and I hope that we could get together again and do another series like this.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. I've learnt so much.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm still looking for that husband.
Okay, and I'm sure with God's help and grace, you will find him.
Thank you.